Hello everyone, I'm Silent Death and welcome back to my Let's Play Space Engineer series. There has been a patch, and some stuff has been added, as usually happens with a patch. First off, batteries, awesome. And click here. We have max output, max required input, max stored power, 1 megawatt per hour, 1 megawatt hour. Current output, input, stored power, and megawatt or watts per hour right now. Fully depleted in, and also how fast it can charge. A fully charged battery takes, or at this size, can output at maximum rate about 15 minutes, or exactly 15 minutes I think, which is actually pretty good. Lots of downsides though. They did not do a particularly good job in implementing this. For one, you have to manually do the charge and discharge thing, and that makes them much less useful than they would otherwise be. If they would have done it automatically, you could have used it as some kind of capacitor. Another downside is the size for the small ship. Far too large for a small ship. Much, much too large. This one holds about 80%, or can output about 80% the power of a small reactor. And I have not checked the small ship one, but if it's the same ratio versus size, it'll be roughly half the output of a small ship's large reactor. Approximately that. What I would have liked to see is if they would have made it where you could automatically discharge and recharge, and also toggle it to where it could be automatically charged only from solar panels. Moving right along, they've also boosted solar panels, buffed them a little bit, which is something they rather badly needed, and they decreased the cost. Not quite sure how much they decreased the cost. I looked, but I did not see. See, where are the solar panels? It does not tell me their max output anymore. Well, crap. We'll figure that out later. Or maybe it tells me here? Nope. Okay. Well, I remember it was 1 kilowatt, I think. For the large ones, I have no idea what the new thing is. But they say they significantly increased it. The batteries use a brand new component. I was wondering how they're going to do that. I did not actually expect them to go so far as to add a new component. I was kind of wondering what they're going to do, but they did add it. Power cells. They're kind of a bit more expensive than motors in terms of cost, and it does take quite a few of them. 120 for one of these. But I think I'm going to be implementing batteries, even though they're not particularly good right now, in this design somewhere. I would like to have it solar powered, and then we can use batteries to run the whole thing, because it's not going to be running constantly. So batteries would be a pretty good option for there, and maybe some other places around here. I'm hoping they change it so that we can just have them charge from solar panels, and that we can automatically charge and discharge them. I've made a suggestion on the suggestion forums, so hopefully they'll do that. What else was there? I cannot remember. Oh, there's obviously the GUI here. The blue things are more blue, and they had the little square around them, which I do not believe was there before. That is useful, I think. They did something weird with the antennas. Well, not weird, but unexpected, I suppose I should say. in that now antennas can like daisy chain, and you can send and receive information from your factions. And I'm not entirely certain, I did not quite follow how that works with enemy ships and enemy players. I'm not sure if it acts like a kind of radar. Does that mean that you can no longer see an enemy beacon if it's not inside of one of your antennas? I know you can still see a neutral one because I've seen a cargo ship fly through since the patch. But I'm not quite sure how that would work on enemy faction ships. Do they just not show up on your HUD at all? Or do they have to get inside the range? That would be something that's a little bit interesting for multiplayer, I guess. It could also be interesting for single player if they actually give the cargo ships their own faction that's an enemy faction to the player. If they can do that. I think there was something else. Oh yes. My hotbar reset for everything. And notice that I don't have welders on my hotbar, but if I press the mouse button, the welders still come on. So that's kind of weird. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm in fact not sure how that works with the guns and stuff either. If you don't have the gun selected, are they still going to fire? That could be a bad thing. But I suppose it's a bit convenient in that case. I'm also hoping that they change the batteries so there'll be a 1x1x1 for small ships. I really hope that. Let me think if there's anything else. There is a couple more things that I wanted to mention. One big thing, but first, batteries, charging them is only 80% efficient. Some people seem to think it's 100% efficient. They must have missed that part of the notes. But only 80%, so that is another reason why I would like them to only charge from solar panels. And the hidden stuff. First thing is something that's just labeled as alpha block. It's some kind of armor type thing. Nobody really knows what it is. It's basically just a framework that looks something like this. It may just be a placeholder texture. Nobody really knows what it's supposed to be because the name is mysterious. So people have been puzzling over that, but it is classified as armor. That may just be because of the texture it's using. I'm not sure there. But the other thing, pistons. Yes. Game pistons. I have no idea exactly how they'll work when they get implemented. Right now they're just using the texture of a rotor, but having actual native pistons will be so much useful. So incredibly useful. I am very much looking forward to that. I don't know how long it's going to take them to implement that. I'm not sure if I'm going to put my hopes on next week or not. And I may even hold off finishing this until they get implemented so that I can use the pistons in finishing it. We'll wait and see on that. There is some other stuff I could do instead of that. Another big project I have in mind. However, for today, we're going to take the Blackwing for a flight. I have armed it with 10 missiles total. There. And a crap ton of bullets. All the guns are fully loaded with, 44,800. And there's another more than 100 boxes of ammo in the magazines. the magazine storage. So all we really need is somebody to shoot at. So far, nothing. I'm not sure if they have a broadcast range on those cargo ships now. But we'll have to wait and see if another ship comes through. I'll keep my eye out for that, and I will be back once one happens to pass through. We have our first contestant, a mining carriage. I think we might have been through this when we were doing the Star Fury test flight, but I don't recall. Good acceleration. Really good acceleration. All the way up to max speed. Ooh, we have inertial dampeners on. Actually, pretty good acceleration too. That like that. Switch to these. Make sure we have our gun set. And let's just... Well, we're going to be there. We're closing really, really fast. Let's hope that our decoy system works properly. It would be nice if I could have some interior lights that I could put inside this little cockpit area here. We're just going to probably buzz them. Power overload. Let's see. Don't see any guns. Okay, there's one on top there. Even with all of the... Oh yeah, we can really turn on a dime, can't we? Even with all the reactors we have, we're still hitting overloads occasionally. No, that's not a gun. Does it have a gun? It's not shooting at me. Maybe it doesn't have a gun. Oh, it has one. There it is. Why isn't it shooting at me then? I don't understand. Okay, maybe this is a bug. Because I'm definitely inside of its range. Let's see. Make sure everything's set to me. Do I have to create my own faction and make that an enemy faction or something? We're going to take out this guy though. Okay, there's his guns. Oh crap, I forgot to put some landing gear on this. Well, there's some on the front of this, so we'll just use that. Ooh. Oh crap. No, don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Okay, this thing's a little bit unwieldy. And we are going pretty fast. Maybe I should just stop it and then eject and catch up to it. I think that'll be best. And then I'll see if I can't figure out what's going on with the targeting thing. So let me do that and I'll be right back. Alright, it has been many hours. Many hours. And I've done some fiddling with the game files. Essentially, I did what King should have done and created a dummy faction for the cargo ships. Op4, opposing force. Which is founded by Hal. And we have another mining carriage here. We're going to see how this works when it can shoot back at us, which apparently it is already doing. Oh, come on. Inertial dampeners. There we go. And now then let's catch up to this guy. Not very fast. Come on. Still taking a fair amount of damage. More inertial dampeners. And let's see if we can't do it this time, now that we're both closing. Full speed. Okay, that did not work out. Ooh. Inertial dampeners. And here we go again. How is our decoy things? Oh, we're still doing fine. No obvious damage. A little bit dents on the wings right there. I guess that's some obvious damage. But another pass. Down, down, down. Come on, shoot it. Shoot it. Shoot it harder. Man, these guns are just not very good. That or we're really bad aim. Really? You gotta be freaking kidding me. Okay. No more Mr. Nice Sadist. Whoops, missed. Come on. Wow, we are just really bad at this. Maybe I should just go after the reactor. That might be easier to hit. I don't think we're going to be recovering this vessel. Not with this main engine's gone. Ah, we missed it again. And we're out of ammo, okay? Switch to the other one. Oh! That did not go well. Okay, I will be back. We have yet another mining carriage, which is odd. At least it's not another private sale. We're going to see if we can get him this time, I guess. We'll try to, I don't know, close in a little bit faster or something to take out his gun. I guess we're developing tactics to use against gun-armed ships when we're flying gun-armed ships. Where is it? Okay. It would be that way. And let's speed up. Guns are a lot more accurate now, it seems. Come on, die. I think we got him. We got him! Alright! Win! Go us! Now then, let's see if these landing gear that I put on here survived. Okay. See if I can dock with this. A little bit too fast there. Nice and slow. Find a place where we won't get melted. I think we'll just go around front again. Don't crash, don't crash. Please don't crash. It is hard to maneuver this. Okay, that would be up. Over. Come on, a little bit of a docking. We're way too high. Come on. You can do it. Have faith in you. Lot. And we'll just go ahead and stop him with these. Looks like he's lost a few pieces though. Alright, now then let's see how hard it's going to be to actually capture this now that I've converted it all to an enemy faction. Theoretically, purely theoretically, access denied, okay? Well, this is going to be slow. So we have to get down to that blue line. At least welding it should be fast. There we go. I'm not sure if we can actually take the ship with how it's set up like this without us owning the engines. Okay, what just crap happened? Okay, I think I got mushed. I'll be right back. And the ship disappeared. Maybe I should make it so that only the... No, that wouldn't work. I was saying I could make it so that only the Gatling turrets are the enemy faction. I suppose I could try making it so that the cockpit at least was friendly so that we could get into it fast enough to keep the ship from despawning. Or I could just wait for the developers to fix the thing, which would probably be the easiest thing to do. For now, however, I think we're going to end this episode here. I think my ship did pretty well. A lot better than the Star Fury prototype. Not so sure about guns still as a weapon. I think we may go with a more missile heavy ship. Though missiles are just so freaking expensive. As far as the defenses work, well, we only went up against one turret, so it's hard to say on that. But they seem to be doing okay. Can say they've taken a fair amount of beating here. I'm not sure how long that would stand up to something like missiles. But it's something to consider. There was something else I was going to say. Oh yes, this is not really intended for fighting things that have missiles. It was intended for the fighting the cargo ships from the cargo ship competition, but there were no submissions. So it doesn't have anything to fight other than the AI ships, which is not very challenging. But that's what we're left with right now. Next episode. I was planning on working on this next episode, but now that they have the pistons maybe coming next patch, I don't think I'm going to. So that means I need to find something else to do. And depending on what that is, it may be a few days. For the next thing that I want to do around here is a rather large project. It'll take a lot of time to set up. Also, there is another ship that I want to design, which is another option. Or we could maybe just fiddle around in creative or something. But I do not know how long it's going to be till the next episode comes. It may be a while. It may not be until after the next patch. That is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, like if you like. Subscribe if you're not. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. I do read all the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time!